Right, what is up, y'all? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, fantastic night, whatever it may be. It is time for some more AI, the Somnium Files. Sorry for being, like, I think about around an hour-ish late. Some things came up, and so I had to delay just slightly. Still planning on hopefully going for at least a couple hours and whatnot. I really want to dive into the story. A couple hours, if not a lot longer. Like, pretty much just going. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I got nothing left to say. Yeah, just go ahead. Load this. I still can't get over the fact that it's literally the same sound effect from, like, Zero Escape. Like, it's messing with my head. Is this supposed to be, like, catching me up on what happened, like, previously on AI, the Somnium Files? Is that what this is supposed to... Okay. Because I know we're investigating the fact that past this bush was, like, whenever she was, like, we were in her subconscious, there was a blue guy there. Like, one of the blue guys from... I think it's literally just called Blue Man Group, you know? Like, I think it's the one that's... I think they're called Blue Man Group. The only thing I know the Blue Man Group from is the Drake and Josh episode. And the fact that they paint themselves blue. Are you cold, Mizuki? Because I care about you. Like, what's so wrong about that? I care about you. I want you to feel right, especially after everything you've been through. I always have. I've always cared about you. Don't speak. Date, I don't know. Me, personally, however, yeah. I apologize. I will no longer ask if you are cold or not. I will simply assume one way or another. Is it just fear that something will happen, I'm guessing? You think I like you now because I hugged you after the pee? Well, I didn't go with that. I thought that you just might want some comfort. Like, you did just because you wanted to be comfort after everything that happened. I think how sweet she likes me. More was like, I really hope I can get you feeling like better. More than anything, I hope I can. I don't think there's any way to completely move past it, but at least start healing a bit from it. Don't get it twisted on her because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Oh, it could have been a cat. That sounds like it would hurt. Like, that sounds more painful rather than anything. I feel like that would. You might be losing your eye too. I don't know if that's a poor taste joke or not, but gosh, I would. So stop worrying about me, okay? What she says. How about we talk about the suspicious figure then? You saw that person stand there, right? A man? It's the man from the Blue Man Group. I don't know. Is that like part of him missing, or is that supposed to be like tats, or what's all going on there? I don't know. It was dark, but I think he was watching me. So why is it the back of his head? He was standing there in the rain with no umbrella. That's just creepy. I remember anything else? I got scared and went to hide inside the column. Do you remember anything? I feel like that would be the same thing. Yeah, I do. Well, what is it then? Oh, hi. Went to the amusement park when you were little. I'm guessing you lived here before everything happened to where they had to issue the evacuation order. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. And I mean, to be fair, we also know that she was here because the ride. Like, we know, like, because we saw the picture that she tore up of her riding on that, like, panda. And it had a lot of happy memories. The fact that this is the only happy memories you really have from being here and then this happened makes me think even more that it's what's his face. I don't want to like say it wrong and like accuse the wrong person. I want to make sure I'm accusing the right person. Renju, that's who I was thinking of. It makes me think even more that it's Renju. Like, that's still my leading theory. Everything points to him right now, in my opinion. Like, everything. The fact, like, all the people connected with it. Like, it could have been Renju just sitting there with no umbrella. Or someone hired by him. Members of my family are so bright and colorful. I don't even know how to respond to that one properly like that. I think that's just something you can't respond to. Because even trying, I feel like, wouldn't result in good stuff. I'm guessing now we go in the path and whatnot. No. I guess we just have the what's wrong here. Oh, I wonder what's wrong. Nothing, just wondering where this goes. Mizuki's looking behind the bush. I guess I should check it out. I already... Oh, now I have the option to go past the bush. Aiba, what's past here? The subway. Is the subway still in operation? Because I know they closed this place down, but the thing is that there's still people living here. As a okay, it's no longer in service. All right. Due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago, the surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason, as did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well. I'm guessing they just closed it off and rerouted the subway, or they just... Actually, looking at the path, they would be able to just close off this split to come here. Aiba, is the entire track run underground? Actually rises to ground level. At the railroad crossing, correct? Then the track must cross a surface street at some point. And so that means he could have followed the subway to get here and just got out of a car and walked here. Do me a favor, can you see if any cars are driving on that surface street last night? See, I don't want to say me and Data are on the same wavelength, but at least we're thinking the same thing. Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay? I'm busy just talking to my eyeball. Like, just ignore it. I think you would understand. You already know about the P-Sync stuff and all that. Just ignore me talking to my eyeball. I'm just thinking. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street. Black SUV. And what'd you get? Okay, yeah, this definitely... The fact that I'm right on this, that it is Renju so far. The fact that I pieced it all of it together a while ago, it seems to be intentional that I'm going to be piecing it all together. Which is starting to make me think that it's not him. Or at least, if it is him, it's bigger than I can comprehend. Because I've been saying, I think since like the first hour in, that I think everything going on lines up with Renju. But now that it's telling me, hey, this SUV that was drove in there by the crossing is Renju's, and everything pointing to Renju, it makes me suspicious that there's something bigger going on, or it's not even him. I learned a lot through all these VNs I have played, like, by this dude. And by that, I mean 1 and I think a quarter, as well as LDA's routes, is to not trust him. He's friends with Kadaka, so don't trust him. Yeah, we even got the intense music. Yeah, there's some stuff going on. How did it begin to even tell Mizuki this? That, hey, your father might have killed her. Let me get this straight. You think that your dad drove the car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped the closed down station, and carried mom's body to the park? That's what the surveillance cameras look like they show. Can't prove it was Renju. I don't want it to be Renju for her sake. I also don't want it to be Renju for my sake, because I don't even begin knowing how to help Mizuki out with the fact that, like, hey, your mother was killed by your father. I don't even know how to begin, like, to help you with that. There's a chance someone else was driving the car. That is true. Someone else could have taken the car, or forced Renju to drive it, like at gunpoint or something, like took him hostage and forced him to move the car. Or Renju could have hired someone to do it, using his car. But in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there was no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, you could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera. I'm not saying he did. To you. I've said it multiple times, I've thought it really hard. But I won't say it to you. I'm not so certain. Either way, I have to talk to Renju. I just want to talk to him. Can you help me find him? Alright, okay. I thought Aiba was in the wheel, like normally. So I guess I can't talk to her. The dashboard. Can I look at the license? I wish I could just like look at the license plate there. I wish I could like look over. Let me just reach into the glove box. All right. About the Nile message. Ranger sent a Nile message, didn't he? I mean, that's what I believe, because that would be the biggest reason she didn't want to say anything. I got this buddy of mine, real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from him. There was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does this sound familiar? Mizuki, him being caught up in something serious, him saying that, he could have been roped into it, but at the same time, he could be doing it to build himself an alibi. Please come to Blue Park's merry-go-round right away. That needs your help. Please do as I say. And that would be why she protected him and why she would go no matter what. It was from his phone, but I didn't want to say anything. But yeah, I mean, I understand that. The thing is, you're also... I mean, you were a suspect. You still kind of are, but not really. But kind of. Like, you being a suspect is a thing. But it's like it's less than 1%. And even if it is that 1%, I'll ignore it. Just kept quiet. He never said anything like that to me that he was ever counted. Well, and now you're roped into a murder case involving your father. I had to go, but you invited Odo along. It's in the middle. Yeah. I mean, isn't staying there against the evacuation order alone a crime, or is that something else? Yeah, I can imagine she would be wanting to go, like... I imagine she would be scared, especially considering the tone of him. It couldn't have been him. Why not? He couldn't have sent the message. Why is that? Someone else must have used his phone. And his... But... Okay, I can believe they're using his car, but the message... Somebody else did it. I would hope so, for your sake. Personally, I would... Part of me... I'm torn because it would be nice to be right about a case, like, you know, beforehand. But on the other hand, I don't want to... I can't do this in Mizuki. The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju. You look like you got something to say. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk to you. Well, I got 2 more prompts to get through, so... I don't want to talk to anyone who thinks their dad is a killer. I don't want to believe it either. I really don't want to. I've known him for more than 5 years. It's like family to me. That's how quick it is to, you know, make family. It just takes a couple years. Never want to put cuffs on him. I would never want Mizuki to see that. Especially because aren't they just drinking buddies? Like, I don't... Did they mention they ever really talk much outside of at the bar? I mean, I guess you are taking care of Mizuki, so... when was the last time you saw your dad? Think about a week ago? I forgot what song it is. I forgot what song it is, but it's just the about a week ago got me. Like, I still got flashbacks to it. I hear it in my head. I forgot what... That's gonna bother me. What song am I thinking of? Like, where is it? Like, it instantly just flashed in my head. Okay, it's the Bobby Shmurda song. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on stream without getting into some serious trouble. About a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemon Escape. If you notice anything different, it would probably been nice to pop up. It's the same as usual. It could have been something that happened recently. I mean, he is in the entertainment industry, and that can be very shady, depending on what you're doing and where you're at in it. He didn't come to see you in the hospital. I'm surprised about that part. Given if he was occupied with this, then he wouldn't have been able to. What else do you guys say for yourself? I guess more about when the last time we spoke. I remember it was a while ago. What about you? Probably about a month ago. What about me? You tried calling him. I did. Called earlier, and I tried a few times last night. No. That part's suspicious. Oh, is that everything? I couldn't tell on the other? Or am I just trying to call him right now? Incoming call from the boss. Connected. Hi there. I mean, this is a weird FaceTime like type of call. I guess it's like the one like the iPhone from Futurama, that episode, which has, you know, a banger of a song in it, but outside that, it's kind of meh. Well, and I guess it also has the shop and take my money from it. Renju is the suspect. He's probably the prime suspect right now. See, the boss agrees with me. He's been acting strict. Were you able to get a hold of him? He didn't come to see Mizuki in the hospital, won't think it was funny. He vanishes after questioning. He has an alibi for the time of the murder because his alibi is he did it. Not one we can corroborate. I wish it would let me. I think it'd be really funny if it just let me hang up. Not gonna lie. Like, if it just let me ignore, like, press this button and just completely, like, just ignore her. Why did you release him? Like, he was questioned, he had no alibi you could corroborate, he was a prime suspect at the time. Why did y'all release him? That's right. Yeah, why didn't you keep him there? Protocol, nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, we had nothing to charge him with, we couldn't hold him. I guess considering the time he did it, that is fair. What was his alibi? What did he say? Shoko's death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Claims he was home alone at the time. Oh yeah, he did it. Or at least, if he didn't do it, he's heavily connected to it. Where is he? Told you, he vanished. Where are you headed? I mean, he could be at home. Oh, never mind. If the local cops didn't find anything, I'm sure they did a thorough search. Where could he be? I'm surprised we didn't take the tracks and try and follow him and see if it maybe leads to an underground hideout. Didn't give us any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really. I mean, yeah, you don't say more than what's asked. Aiba is streaming the image in real time. I don't have a cell phone, never care for him, but Aiba can connect to any network in range to be able to communicate with HQ. To Mizuki, I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. She doesn't see. You don't see what I see. I'm talking to I'm talking to the people in my eyeball right now. Hang up the phone. Alright, boss. Let me know if you find something. I mean, how do you even call us on how do you call our eye? We don't have a phone number for our eyeball, do we? Because it wasn't like we said, hey, reach out and, like, go to her phone with the eye. She called us. And so unless our eye has a SIM card in it, or I guess it's Aiba, I guess she might have a phone number built into her or something, but where the hell did Renju go? Do you know, Mizuki? Do you know where your father could be hiding? Sunpuck? What? I don't... What? Is that a bar? Oh, Sunfish Pocket. He's gonna be hiding at... What is that place? He's hiding out at a maid... I can think of a much worse place to be hiding out other than a maid cafe. I found it. Approximately 6.2 miles northeast. Aren't we in Tokyo? Not Tokyo. Are we in... I mean, we're released in Japan, so why are we using miles? Yeah, we're in... Like, why are we using miles here? I thought I might have forgotten something. It was going to be like Ace Attorney, where we're in LA, but everything is based off Japan because the way they localized it. But oh my, that's 0. Oh my gosh, that's 999 ad. Oh my god, you can't be doing that. You can't be just advertising your game here. So that means Zero Escape is fiction in this world. That Zero Escape is just in this world. You can't be doing is based. You can do it, but you can't be doing that. Now I'm curious if any of them have played like Zero Escape here. Does that mean that he's like the author himself is canon in this world? Can't be. Well, I don't think Renju did it. You're gonna go out on a limb. I think it would be in our best interest to get Mizuki away from here. I feel awful for Mizuki. Words cannot comprehend, like, more than just seeing the dead body, like the fact that in what is it, like, just a day or two? She's now seen both her mother and father murdered? Like, no, I protect Mizuki at all costs. Like, I have no words. Day 3, like, I want to make a hook, line, and sinker joke about him, but like, I can't do that in front of Mizuki. So, is this the best place to be doing, considering the outline? You look awful having sipping it. I just saw my drinking buddy with his eye ripped out and hanged by a hook in his favorite restaurant. How do I... how would I sleep? Yeah, my best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have any to sleep. It wasn't even he was murdered. You saw the murder. What are you doing here? Why? Well, that's an option. Why are you here? Am I not allowed to be here? I'm trying to get over my emotional baggage right now in front of my boss. Is that so wrong? You were here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder. Well, even if he didn't do the killing itself, it at least, he still could have killed her, but it doesn't mean that he, well, I don't, he would have had to pull off a you-know-who from the Danganronpa games. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played, but you-know-who, if you know, you know. Unless he did that, then I don't think, he's still a suspect for the murder, but him being dead right now puts some doubt into it. In that, at least someone most likely killed him. And so there's at least 2 murders. There's most likely 2 murders, or 1 if it's him doing it to himself, one or the other. I think I got my thoughts out clearly on that. I'm still a bit... My Renju theory was completely torn apart. At least for the most part. Like I said, there's still some room for it, but there's some holes now. You seem troubled. 2 murders, one right after another. How could I not be? Do you have any thoughts on the culprit at this point? Renju had his left eyeball removed. Yeah, that was the same as his wife and all that. Shoka too. So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the kid. Why? You're missing your left eye? That... I feel like I could sue you for saying that. Did you steal them from others? Kidding, only a joke. It better be. I'll take your eye out next. Too tired for jokes right now, Peter. Yeah, 5 or 6. If I remember anything from back then, I lost my eye and my memories. That's the weird part, that it wasn't just losing your eye, it was losing your memories too. I was transplanted to your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years. Okay, so that's where I remember the 5 years, like, from. Hi there, boss. Yeah, what happened to Mizuki? She's sleeping at the hospital. They're gonna give her counseling after. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I just don't know how much it could help with that. I'm gonna be honest. I do not. That's one of those things I don't think you could ever get over, especially back to back it happening. See, mother and her father. I hope same. I'll protect her with my life. Are you getting any sleep yourself? Of course not. Still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather. What about Renju? You were the first in the scene, seen this by anyone, but... Well, I would say 99% murdered. There's always that possibility. He could be crazy enough. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that it's the same killer as Shoko's. Or it could be a copycat killer. He could have done it to her. He could have gotten caught. And instead of reporting him to the police, another psychopath just said, you know what, that looks like fun. And just did it to him. A serial killer. The new Cyclops killer? Is that what the media's calling him or something? Estimate has been spreading around headquarters. New. So, I'm assuming that's how I lost my eye. Now, the fact that it says new Cyclops killer, imagine there's a Cyclops killer already. There's no point hiding from him, he would find out on his own eventually. They've gone viral. It's Chaos Head all over again. Well, except with a bunch of different ways. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. I still find it funny. Well, not find it funny, I need to do it because I own Steins Gate. That Steins Gate is by far the most popular science adventure, like VN, anime, whatever you want to call it, and the only one I've played and like read fully was Chaos Head. I know nothing about Steins Gate. It's one I really want to play, but also I know I can't stream it because like I think that one is I don't know how the streaming fully works in terms of copyright, because I think even more like definitely a lot more so than like 999, Dangan 2x2 whenever that comes out, this Ace like all those that have some like element of gameplay to it. I feel like that one would be pretty much just streaming the VN in its entirety might land in some issue. I would have to look into that one actually. If I can stream it in some form, I probably will. Hope like if I can. I need to remember to look into it. But I think actually that's the VN that one guy in Japan got arrested for streaming. I'm actually curious, what is the Science Adventure series streaming guidelines? I'm actually curious. Science Adventure VN streaming guideline. I imagine it's can't. I imagine you can't. I don't know if you are allowed to. Yeah, okay, so it looks like someone got copyright for the music. But I guess that it looks like it might be allowed here in the States. Well, not allowed, just not explicitly. I would have to look into it. It's not something I think I want to look into right now. Like, right now, this second, well, on stream. But I just now thought of it. That's why I wanted to look at it before I forgot. The Cyclops killer's back 6 years ago. Is that what you're talking about, boss? Is that how I remove my eye? You deserve to know. I just realized, isn't this a lot like Nephilim? Did your foot just twitch? Did your foot just twitch right in front of me, boss? Why are you staring at me like that? Like, I feel like you might have a nerve stuck. Isn't this a lot like Nephilim in Shutton? At the incident 6 years ago. We have a name for it down at HQ, the original Cyclops series. Well, the fact that... Why did it start... Like, is the original part new to it? Because if it was always original, that means you were expecting a new one. Okay, good. I'm about to say. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley. But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year. So it might be either the same killer or it could be a copycat. All young woman. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a copycat killer because we already... Unless Renju has some explaining to do. And also it's... Yeah, right eyeball instead of left. That seems very different. A few days after the corpse was discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed him. They're now my dear companions. Something like that. Send the statement under the name Cyclops, hence the name the Cyclops Killer. We're gonna we're just gonna create a, like, he's gonna be like, I forgot the doctor's name. Never mind, I can't say that fully because that might be a spoiler for something else. There was a joke about Tokyo Ghoul there, but I don't know if I can go that far. I don't know how much that would, I mean, I guess that would spoil a lot of the series, actually, I think. Well, a lot of the first thing. I don't know how much it would spoil Re. But the Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. I know them from Wizard 101. According to the Greek myth, they're all children of... Wait. Okay, I guess they might pronounce that name differently. Like, in Japanese. I was waiting to see if she said Uranus or Uranus. Goddess Sky and Gaia, goddess of Earth. Cyclops were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability. So the letter of press wasn't fake, it was the real killer. Had to be. What do you gotta say about all this? Okay, it's still nothing. Was he ever captured? Oh. 6 years, never got a single trace. What's the name for it? Modus operandi, I think, is the way you describe like how they do something. Like the modus operandi is different. It's impossible. Why? For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. It doesn't fit that profile. All the victims had their right eyes. It could be him doing it and starting up like, I have all these right eyes. I need some left ones. Shoko and Renju were missing their left eye. The biggest thing is that those two were connected. And so, it's... they didn't say the 4 women were connected anyway beforehand. And so, it has to be someone that knew both of them. Or at least if Senju did that to himself, like, there is still that there. Timing of the eye removal was also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. We're both, oh. That just, that hurts a lot just thinking about, ow. I don't want to think about it, so I'm not. But even so, you can't say for sure this is our guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, the modus operandi, he could have changed after 6 years. He's a new reformed man. He's in the lefties now. I'm guessing she has another reason. Can't say any, I'm assuming that means you have another reason at the very least. It's a national secret. Yeah, if you never captured the killer without a trace, how was it a national secret? Please forget about it. I told you already you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. That makes me even more suspicious. Criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same. I'm guessing they're going to be password protected. I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Fortunately, I found no relevant information. Okay, so that... It's probably locked into something offline entirely, if it even exists. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence. I guess they also would have known that Aiba would probably look. That's all we have for now. Fine. You didn't continue my work. To Sunfish Pocket. I'm exhausted, but what else am I gonna do? Just sit around and... I have to, like, at least think. Now... I have to solve this. Now it's personal. I mean, it was already personal once Mizuki was involved, but now it's even more personal because my drinking buddy was involved too. I should get some sleep before you continue. No. I don't need no sleep. And when I sleep, I'll be up at like 4 or 5, like in the afternoon. Let's go, Aiba. Is it Aiba or Aiba? I still love how that has the 999 advertisement there. Like, one of these people had to have played it. We gotta get Mizuki on this some 999. Alright. Why are you in my back seat? Why are you not in the front seat? It's accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk? Yeah. No. I mean... Did we really not look in the back seat at all? Like, did he just get in his car without looking? Do you know how dangerous that is? Like, come on, man. How do you not notice her in your car? Hey, watch out. Eyes forward. I mean, yeah, that's just fair. You should. Well, to be fair, I can look in the rear mirror for a sec. Kind of the front and sat in the passenger seat. At least you're wearing your seatbelt now. How? My question is, how did he not even notice? Did you never look in? Like, that means you're a dangerous driver. You never look in your rearview mirror, and it's very dangerous to not like look even in your car a bit as you get into it, just at all. Like, it takes 1 second, and you'd be like, "Oh, Mizuki." Like, it's not even like she was hiding like Michael in GTA 5. Like, she wasn't hiding underneath us. She was just sitting there waiting and just like probably figure that you knew her, that she was, well, that you know her, but you knew she was there. Let me go ahead and save since it's been a second. There we go. How does she, I mean, that is a good the door was probably unlocked, if I had to guess. It wasn't locked to just open the door? Yeah, he seems the type of guy that would leave his door unlocked for his car. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? This is I mean, I guess I can kind of see it being old. The interior looks new-ish. It looks clean. And the fact that my eye can be in my car, it seems like it might be a little bit technologically advanced. You should be a little bit more apologetic for somebody who just got caught breaking into my car. That's a valid point. If you're not more serious about security, you should consider placing the car altogether. I mean, that is, I'm even saying that's 3 people. So... You're telling your stuff again, I heard you. Oh, I need to tell you about my eyeball. I saw the Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car. That must be what she's referring to. Oh yeah, I don't imagine. Oh yeah, I don't think we could tell her that you exist. Oh, that is actually a fair point, but it's just hard to explain. I mean, hey, you know that, like, I have an AI in my eyeball. That's why it's a different color. Like, that's a good enough explanation right there. I mean, I know how it feels having eyes different colors. And just, you gotta say, like, you just say it. It's not hard. Like, I'm surprised no one's questioned it for him. Like, that's... Well, I guess I'm surprised Mizuki's never questioned it. Just let me know when the time is right. Our proposal, no need to be so formal. Shit, said that out loud. Speaking of hospital, shouldn't you be there? What are you doing here? I ditched the hospital? Fair. They're probably freaking out over there right now. I'm taking you back. I mean, now that she probably wants to see this case solved. I mean, she probably wants to see the case solved personally anyway, but now I think there's even more resolve. I think it will change if I stay at the hospital. That's just true. You can help in a lot of cases. We're just gonna have to make sure you don't get in any place like too dangerous. I don't want to put you in harm's way like that. I don't stutter like that. I'm Renter's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't, something only his daughter would know. That's true, and also like you would notice stuff that only you would notice stuff about the 2 victims that only she could know. Like, that's just a fair thing. I don't know. I feel like even if you say no, date, she's gonna do it anyway, and so this is one of those things. I think you have to go along with it just to make sure she is kept in check, in a way, to make sure she doesn't go overboard. You know, like put herself in harm's way. Let's say I never did anything for you. I mean, yeah, she's promised not to interfere with the investigation. How are you doing yourself? I probably should have asked that at first. Well, after figuring out why you were in my backseat. I don't think it's... I know you're cracking jokes, you know, but if you can crack jokes and smile, you're very strong. Psychological wounds have been healed. Nice weather we're having, huh? Yeah, that's how about you don't have to say it. Listen, it's hard to talk with strangers. Well, I guess you're not a stranger. It's hard to talk to people in general. It's tough, Mizuki. Sorry about the weather means you have nothing to say. I mean, sometimes the weather's crazy. Like, sometimes it'd be crazy. Like, sometimes it'd be 100, like, degrees in the afternoon, and then just, like, 2 hours later, it's in the 40s. Sometimes there's, like, massive tornado storms, and then just an hour later, it's a nice, hot, bright, sunny day. Sometimes the weather's nuts, Mizuki. What a brat. I feel what I don't if I speak I'm in trouble. I know it's wrong. I don't like sitting still and moping all day. Fair. Like around my brooding, pretentious teenager phase. A thing for a preteen to say. Mental prowess. Aiba. If the next line you say is that she's very mature for her age, I don't know if I could have you in my eye right now. She's even reading psychology papers by who is Alfred Adler? I feel like I've heard this name before. Like, probably in the high school, like, psychology class I took. Alfred Adler, Austrian medical doctor, found an importance on the feeling of belonging, a relationship, and community stuff. Alright, sounds pretentious to me. Oh, how dare she try to be educated? How dare she? I mean, reading is tough, to be honest. I say as I'm playing a more visual novel style game. About Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help? It's not about your dad, but I heard from his dad that mom had a secret. Do you know what the secret is? Do you know what it is? Do you know that mom was the representative of an I did not know that. Oh, never mind, I did know that. The whole company was a big scam. Was it a pyramid scheme? Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it. They shut it down on purpose to keep the money. Oh, so they're running like pump and dumps, I guess in a way. She got really rich like that. By herself? I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got in trouble, she had them take care of it. She probably, because she had them involved, was able to get away with it scot-free. Plus their influence. If they had a lot of money, they could probably just influence the local judges to never go after them. Glad you're okay at the very least. Well, as okay as you can be. So going back to the hospital. I mean, how can she be okay? I mean, it's fair to be worried considering everything they've gone through. And that part is also true. Okay, no need to call me weird, Mizuki. That's a bit too far. That's hearing that from you hurts. Always got something smart to say, or just like Renju. Just like your dead father. Nothing. That part's true. First you call me weird, and now you're saying, like I said, hearing all this from you just hurts. That's weird. I don't even know how to respond to this one. She kind of got you there. Like, I mean, the chicks might love it. Like, I wouldn't know. I think she's implying some things. I love that puffy cheek on her. Like, she is getting on my ass, jeez. Okay, I don't think that part's true, considering that Aiba designed herself to be your type. How old is Date again? Like, did they ever say his age? Date 30. Yeah. Dislike soft-boiled eggs. Punk kids ghost. Likes pelvises. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Like, what is his reaction time? Like, that could be not that much of an increase. It could be a lot depending on what his original reaction time is. And by increase, does it mean that it is longer or is faster? Because to increase your reaction time, you're technically decreasing. And so that's why I'm confused about what they mean by that. What a nice, lovely conversation we had. I'm now going to speed into oncoming traffic. Well, time to go back to the murder scene. Mizuki and I walk back in the sunfish pocket. Good to see you too. How did we get through the... I guess we went under the keep out tape, actually. Yeah, victim's daughter. But he's let us through. What was he was... Yeah, I want to see what the mechanism of how he was strung up is what I'm most curious by. Because that was definitely different than Shoko's. Like, that is like the biggest difference in the cases, I would say right now. And I think that probably is the point I want to look at first. Randy's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs. Has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs are filled in approximately 55 pounds each. And then evidence marker. I guess. Can I look up? I can't look at the hook itself. That hook's not bloody, which is curious. What's your name? What? I was asking for your name. Kagami. Isn't that the name of the guy? Like, isn't it the name of the investigator from the first murder? He's not going to mention that we forgot it? No, we didn't find anything today. Are you getting enough rest? Yeah. No, not these past few days. Once it's over, get some rest, alright? I can still ask him what's his name. I can just infinitely ask his name. What about you, Mizuki? Notice anything strange? Tell me earlier they could spot things only a daughter would know. I mean, to be fair, I feel like this is a bit different. Like, hey, you'll know something only like the daughter would know. Now, investigate this crime scene involving your father's murder. Now, unless there's a 11037 type of thing here, I don't think that she's gonna spot anything immediately. Type if you notice anything. Do you remember? How can I forget? I'll never be able to get the image out of my head. Fair. You can leave if you need to be. Oh, I mean, I forgot I'm playing his date for a second. I was gonna say, hey, listen, I thought it was gonna mean if you need to step outside for a minute, just to let me know. I didn't know it was gonna be, hey, listen, I'm gonna take you back to the hospital. Like, I thought it was gonna be a thing of comfort of, hey, if you need a minute, you can go take a minute and all that stuff. Not, hey, by the way, if you want to go back to the hospital, I can do it. I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her down like that and then want to go back to the scene, I think it's totally weird. Well, yes and no. I think it's understandable. It's not what I would expect from most, but knowing you, I think it's about on par. Fairness, it's also weird for an adult placement to... I don't know how to pronounce that word. They said what I wanted. I don't want to run away from it. I mean, you gotta... Confronting your fears is very strong. It's not something I ever want to do. Did you hear me? I saw if I see anything. I'm gonna keep asking you. Jeez, you're pushy. Aw. Don't. It's called being obsessive. There's nothing wrong with that. Besides, what was she gonna? What were you gonna say? Oh, sorry, just staring. If you're having a hard time, you can tell me. It's not like the body's lying here. Yeah, it's gonna be in the back. We put it in the freezer back there. What are these pictures? There are pictures of girls on display. Probably girls that are working here. Well, I wasn't staring. I was respectfully looking. Oh, come on, Aiba. She can't even hear you, and you're like agreeing with her. What's the status? Nothing special. Alright, register near the doorway. Can't find any clues on the table. Evidence marker. So I'm going to put tracks to the scene. It says sunfish pocket. A chair. A doorway to the kitchen. Is there nothing left here? Dragon's Palace Pasta, 1800. How much is 1800 yen in USD? I know like the income itself is different, so it's not directly one-to-one. But I am 1800 yen to USD. About $11. I would say that's about. I haven't eaten out that much, like anytime recently, but I'd say that's about average, I guess, about what I would expect for like maybe a place like this. Like if I went to a trying to think of a restaurant name that would work, I would say anywhere between like $11 to $16. This is average. Yeah, it's horrible. Inflation is a horrible thing. Don't you have an investigation to do, or are you I am stalling. Demon side. Another inspector. Hope you find some clues. What's your name, good sir? Trident. Is that a spear? More closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. No, there are no traces of blood on the trident. No indication that Ranger was stabbed. Oil must be some temp. 200 liters. That's 44 pounds of oil. We're checking. I guess. Why is there a watch in there? There's something inside. Set it to the drum. How are you gonna get the watch out? Oh, never mind. It has a lid. I like that girl with the black hair there. I like that hairstyle a lot. This is. Oh. He might have put in there as a last ditch effort to like try and do something. Can I not? How do I look at the watch itself? I'm trying to look at. How do I look at the watch? I want to look at the watch. Policeman. The club is located on the second floor. Wait. You can check the operational records of the elevator. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. From 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once at 8:55. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds. That 310 pounds. And so if we know how much, do we have Renju's weight? I don't know if they keep weight in here. No. Okay. And so if they don't have the weight in there, we can't do some quick math and like compare everything. There's no way for me to like. I want to look at the watch. I don't know how. Box. There's nothing in there. Nothing special. The box still has some stuff to like. There we go. It is. Kitchen window. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. Is there something I'm missing? The light. Probably not a clue. I want to look at the hook, but I just can't. Oh, I guess the surveillance camera. You guys have a surveillance camera? Unfortunately, no. All the recordings from the local surveillance equipment have been erased. There are no backups. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either. That's kind of concerning. So someone knew enough to, like, someone was connected enough to wipe out this place's, like, records. A big anchor. Window. The place on the second floor. There's nothing at the window. What am I missing? What's your name? I can keep asking it, but, like, he's investigating something. Like, he's the only thing. Oh. Old drum. It's saying I have something else I could do with them. Okay, never mind. Counter. Corpse was strength near this counter. The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intent. Oh. Oh, he shot himself. Alright, to be fair, I think that's common. No traces have been found in the area nor in the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Ranger was killed somewhere else. Must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds. What do you mean? Okay, so if you weighed 158, we can do some math here. I think they said... Actually, we can go look real quick. If... examine... Where the elevator... Examine... 310 pounds. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure I did the math right. So if we... Let's open up the calculator real quick. So 310 minus... What did they say? 158? So we know the person has to be 152 pounds. Roughly. And so... We need to just figure out who weighs about 150 something pounds. Can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat. How much do I weigh? How much does Mizuki weigh? How much does this girl in the black hair weigh? Like, they're all improper questions, but... Aiba. Can you recall the time we discovered the corpse? Well, can you do so then? Oh. The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. It's common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. We assume that Renger's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death. He was barely conscious before he was killed. Then we have the left eye being pulled out. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive. The right eye's still there. He might have been strangled. Alright, the face shows clear signs of congestion along with the petachia around the face and throat. I don't know what that petachia is. Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Ranger from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him to suffocate. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to the vessel closure in the neck. Okay, thank you for the simple breakdown of, like, he was just strangled to death. It's around 8. And so that means there was also an hour between the elevator being used and whatnot. 10:20. The body was hanging from the ceiling somewhere out fish should be. A thick wire was embedded in the upper jaw and the wire strung to the hook for strength. There's also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer cakes are attached. I find no fingerprints. Power evidence and inferences. There's not that much left we can investigate here. There's still people I want to talk to. Like who? Who do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to Iris? Yeah. You know, and Iris works for them. She used to work here. Oh. I'll call. She tried calling Iris, but there was no answer. Oh, I have auto. I keep forgetting that auto, like, the auto thing is just yellow. Any ideas where she might be? She's into a lot of things. Please don't. I don't want to talk to Oda. Well, there is one place. Have you heard of the Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? I used to go to a place called Marble a lot. You know something about him? Alright, let's go there instead. I don't want to talk to Oda. I don't want to do that. Is he here all the time? Where's he getting the money for all this? His phone's broken. He dropped it. I mean, we're gonna have to probably go to that idol company anyway to find Iris. Let's head out. Alright, Lemon Skate, the diner, and Marble. Let's head out. So now, am I going to be able to choose between the three now? Okay. I kind of want to go to... Probably wants to get the Oda conversation over with first. On the other hand... I mean, Lemon Skate might be just Iris, and Oda might just be here. Because we don't know exactly where Oda is. Let's go to Golden Yogurt Show. It's new. Like, this place is new. Like, let's just go there. I promise I know how to drive. Although it just says Sunday, we don't get a time. So we can go whenever we want. Queen Phantom. Am I allowed to be here? First, let me save just out of habit. Just, I don't know. I'm always afraid of it crashing, not knowing what's gonna happen. You know about this place? This is where I met Renshu for the first time. Why? What kind of spot is this? Place is special. Find all sorts of shitty characters here. That is only a partial truth. Yeah, just tell Mizuki to shop randomly out of nowhere. That'll totally help her. That's a painting. I don't know why, I just saw the red on that thing, like in the middle poster. I saw the red, and first my mind immediately went to Takumi from LDA. It's wanted this for a while, and not many people come here. Mama should be here soon, though. I like this radio. This is a nice song. Well, it's relaxing. It's a relaxing, like, bar music. At 6:10 on the outer circle of the capital city highway in the Minato district, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck, suspected to be causing the accident for negligence. Bad stuff just keeps happening around the city. I don't want to look at that painting. I'll look at the radio. So, it's been a long time since we did this. Did what? Sat together like this. I imagine it's... Actually, yeah, he did mention they didn't taught the most before, even before everything. To finish work on this case, we should do it again. Well, partially that. That's where you need to take a stronger role as a guardian. It's just that shouldn't eat alone or prone the mental imbalances and poor physical control. That, I don't know if that's true. I hope that's not true. Well, I won't doubt that it's true. I hope that's not the reason. You must prepare to have sufficient nutritional content, however you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it, otherwise your effort is wasted. Or just eat cup ramen all the time, and then mix it up with like microwave fried rice. We should at least have one meal together. Why? You don't like how a whole chopstick makes me sick? Well, sorry for being an American. I didn't learn growing up like you did, Mizuki. I'm sorry. I try my best. I learned. I use them a good bit whenever I eat sushi, about like once a week. I try my best. Really now? People have always told me I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful. I mean, yeah, if it's like people that get like the perfect like white teeth. It always looks creepier. You need a slight imperfection with the like a slight tint in order to make it not look just uncanny. So if it's like that to where it's too perfect, I can get it. Besides, there's no point eating together. Well, yeah, because I'd be rude. But if it's you, I'll do my best. We don't have to be quiet. What do you like? Do you like anything about me? This is gonna be rough. Are you tired?
別に急にどうしたの?
And what do you mean by that? I'm asking, are you tired? Because if you need, I have a 12-pack of energy drinks. You can have one. It's yours. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
それ心配してるんじゃなくて鬱陶しがってるよね。
No.
遠回しに言うくらいなら素直に言ってよ。ま、言われても帰る気はないけどさ。
I don't know if it... I'm gonna bring up rent. I don't know, was she having fun at school? I imagine she has not been to school recently. I imagine she would not be having fun at the moment, because you know kids would be asking a lot about it. Well, we know for a fact she hasn't gone. It's a Sunday. And so that means, you know, everything happened on Saturday. And so, I'll bring up Renju first, I guess. What did we talk about when you were here? That's I remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard. I mean, that looks like a good selection. I have everything. Oh, why? Don't do that to me. But the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here at Marvel. First time was here. First, you got to drink enough liquid courage when you asked to take care of Mizuki. He is recently divorced, buried in work, and mentally unstable. The display of excellent judgment is a good thing they managed to spot. I mean, it's a shitty situation all around, but I can at least respect him saying I can't do this. It would be awful. It would be, all I would do is make things much worse for her, and she doesn't need that type of thing. I don't think it's the right move. Yeah, you should have more confidence. It was probably for the best. I guess I had to ask her, are you having fun at school? It's okay. Yep. Good talk. Do you have a lot of friends? More friends of Iris and Oda. Iris, I make sense. Okay, date. Aiba saying that is one thing. You saying that out loud, I don't know if you can say that. Think so. The gossip about who had their first kiss for days. No, that part's true. It is. That's normal nowadays. See, the date's a good guardian. He's making sure that she's taken care of. You know what? I don't know what I expected. Whenever, I mean, I immediately thought of the bar from Persona 5. Actually, was it Persona 5 with the? I think it is Persona 5 with the bar that you could work at. I think, and that's immediately came to my mind here. And so I've been tired and sore, but not in the fun way. Not in front of Mizuki. This is Renju's daughter. Yeah, Renju's daughter. I'm surprised you haven't, because I thought. Never mind. I guess she didn't mention that she's been here before. It must have been hard. Yeah, having the mother and father be murdered, and you see their bodies back to back, it might not be good. Yeah. I don't even get to see Aiba's weird arm right there. That's how real this is. I'll ask you some questions. I can't tell if that's a oh, okay, it is a mole. I was looking at the sprite. I couldn't tell that was a mole. On the lip, next to the lip, or if it was just part of the shading, just a weird angle. Are you scared of Mama? Not really. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65. That's a massive range. I'm sorry, I'm personally not interested. think I ignore that one. Yeah. Thank you. You know it's it's a bit uncomfortable when Aiba's not even making your joke like that. I mean, at some fish party they serve alcohol, but I've never been into a bar like this. I'm surprised he invited you along. It really was for the best that you didn't go with him. I was planning on going one day when I was old enough to drink. I mean, I guess when we're old enough to drink, we can just come here. Or that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit? Why are you looking at me? Like, why you look at me when you ask that? You're asking her. I'm just a facilitator. You come here to that very specific interest. I help accommodate. An informant. I won't charge you this time. I'll do my best. This is for Renju. We already forgotten about the other. You know what? I'm just gonna say who was she? Who's the other victim? We already forgotten about the other victim. This is for Renju. All right. Let's just go straight into business. Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes? Yeah. I think it's a. I think she. It's not. I guess closure is the wrong word, but she wants to know. Like, I think she has a right to know if she wants to know. You couldn't drag her away. Running some connections with the Kumakura gang. Is that? Did Mizuki ever send the gang's name that her mom is affiliated with? A gang. This is their turf. Well, you know he was already because of your mom. They also tied to the Kumakuras. Well, do they have any tattoos you might know of, like a distinguishing mark they all shared? That might help. What else do you remember about Renju? The what? Okay, that. Remember that one? Watch incident. No, I don't. Like, the fact that he left his watch there. Watch incident. Oh, you're drunk. I spilled your beer on Ren's. Okay, never mind. Ren's freaking about how this watch is more important than my life or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. What the watch I had? It was the one I found in the old drum. Did he say what was important about the watch? Well, because he's dead. And so I looted it off of him. Yeah, I was in an oil drum. I was given that watch by his lover. It was the anniversary. Uh oh. Okay, so. Alright, so that. Huh. I guess we don't even get to talk about the business. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Outside, right? It's a small establishment. Wait, you're late. I gotta go to the bathroom. Keep an eye on her. These are some nice posters. Get the boss on the phone. See, this makes sense, us calling her, because we have her number. I still want to know what the phone number for my eye is. Mizuki's a bar called Marble, down and going to Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up. Wait, why are we doing that? I took her while I was doing some work, but I can't take... Why? Why are you doing this? I can't take her to a Yakuza den. But don't we need to go? We still have other places we need to visit. Oh. I guess we're not going to the diner or anything.
Huh?
I'm a police officer, you know?
You
know, you look older than him. Oh, jeez. I didn't know he had the moves like that. Sir, I'm at the MPD. I'm not here for you. Well, technically, I'm not here for you directly. So explain what the fire cop is doing in my office. Name's Moma, the warhorse. Don't give a fuck. Okay. Waiting about the new Cyclops serial killings. Shoko, Nadami, and Renju, I forgot how to pronounce his last name, had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. I think you know something about it. Saw on the news. I would believe that. I feel like they'd be more, not clean about it, but it would be a lot more. If they're sending a message in that regard, they would make it more known, I think. Where's the chairman? Chairman is right in front of you. I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma. Oh. Why can't that be right? Oh. I did not know that part. You aren't the chairman. You know, less than manners. Did some research discover that Rohan... Oh, he died a lot. I could definitely see that man being a chairman. Look at those sideburns. That's just elegance right there. Oh, he left from his death from the... Okay, so he got killed. He did not take over last year. He took over 6 years ago. That... Suddenly this opened up a new can of... If he was involved 6 years ago, that's when the Cyclops killings happened. So were they connected to that, but they're not connected to this one? That's a neat statue. Brian Dragon holding a golden ball. Is this a Dragon Ball reference? About Renju. I told you I got nothing to say. Deaf or something. What about Shoko? I don't know nothing better. I know her face, her name. It was on the news, nothing else. Yeah, she was involved with your gang. I have on good authority a certain Yakuza gang was helping her. I mean, I wouldn't... I mean, to be fair, if I say I wouldn't arrest you, you got no reason to trust me. A minute, please. I do. Do an extra on top of the coffee. They were probably smoking. Oh, he's slumped. Zoom Therma. Oh, jeez, that's bright. When the cigarette butts, the tip is reddish. The cigarette brand is Klein. Small details will come useful later, trust me. I don't know how much that helps, but sure. Part of the cushion is still red. I don't understand what's peculiar about that, to be honest. I'm pretty sure he's not that cold. And then the State Fair. Do you got anything left for me, Mr. Moma? There's someone here recently. The first guest today. I don't believe that. You were an uninvited guest.
ついさっきまであのソファーに誰かが座ってタバコを吸ってたはず。
I see it in my all-seeing eye. Because I know everything.
からわかるんだ。
そういや、さっきまでうちの門がソファーに。
そこにいる組員のことか？
そうだ。
それはありえない。なぜなら俺が
場所を間違えたんならとっとと消えんな。
But they could have been on the sofa earlier.
誰だてめえは。
二人とも
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them were smoking.
帰ったんだよ。
Who left? An insurance salesman, or before I came in.
いや、それもおかしい。俺はここに来る
And I'm
までの
passed by anyone on my way
事務所の
here.
入り口は
I
行っ
know
た
this
となのに
office only has one entrance and one exit, which means whoever it is.
そいつはまだこの事務所のどこかにいる。
This is a game I don't know if you want to be playing with the Yakuza.
調べて何になる。
来客に
I just want to say hello to our
やつ
guest.
はいない。
だったら調べても構わないだろ。
ダメだ。いいから帰って。
よほど知られたくない人物がいるあの壁の向こうに。
Can read what behind the wall. Oh, that's another what dragon statue with the golden ball. Alright, so if it's, I guess it would be X-ray. I guess we can't just look through here. What the heck? This must be where we're sitting on the sofa and smoking. My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him. I should kill him. It's not getting enough.
壁の向こうにいる人物は丸腰のようだ。この状況でエボルバーを使う。
I'm just gonna open up this door nonchalantly as I'm about to get stabbed in the back. Oh, that's just... Oh. That's a... why is that pistol very detailed for what it is? Oh. I'm entering Matrix mode. Wait, what is actually going... Huh? A porno mag at your feet. What? Oh, I got quit time events. Porno mag where? Wait, if I kind of want to go back and see like what happens if I fail. Do I just die instantly? They're just shooting me. Wait, what the hell? Where'd you get that? Okay, a pistol, I understand. Why do you have a whole minigun? This might be a bit extreme. I can't save here. I wanted to see what happens if I just ignore it. I don't know if it would just like let me to like yeah, it looks like I can't save. I want to go back and okay. Let me hit save right here. I'm gonna fail the next quit time event just to see what happens. Aim for the dragon, go ball on the right. The what? What? Just do it. I'm not gonna do the quit time event. I really just want to see what happens. We gotta load Alistair's Annihilator from Dead of the Night. Oh, is it forcing me to aim it right? Oh, there's no time limit, so I can't intentionally have... Okay, I see. I can't intentionally fail that one. That is some smart thinking. I mean, that's why Aiba the GOAT. But I really wanted just to, like, see what happened. Oh, apparently I got an achievement for doing it with no misses. Everything happened as I simulated it. Yep, there is no adult night. However, I know that your reaction time is up to... Okay, so it's faster whenever... So those are the certain conditions. Sid, we took advantage of that. What the hell?
もう大人なんだからそんなおもちゃで遊んじゃダメでしょ。
Is that an Emily Garand?
おい、
Actually, no,
そ
that's
こに
not.
隠れてる腰抜け野郎、顔を見せろ。
Hi there.
お前は
I know you. Do I? Have I met him before? I'm struggling to remember if I met this guy before. I don't think I have. Also, the polygon on his nose is a bit there.
こいつは確か
That's
国会議員の瀬島そうだ。
oh.
なんでそんな
What is this guy? He has might have Yakuza ties. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't be staring at me like that. It's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. Alright, let me I'm gonna go grab some water. We'll quick take about like I would say just quick like 2 to 5 minute break, and then we'll continue on with the investigation, see where it takes us. Anyway, I will BRB. All right. I am back. Let me go ahead, pull this back up. Oh, that is not a site I wanted to come back to. Not gonna lie, that is not a site I wanted to go back to. Come back to. I'm very curious on if those choices between the diner, the place we went to at the bar, and Lemon Escape. Something was kind of my throat there for a second. I wonder if those are like branching paths, and each time I go down one because we sent Mizuki home, which means we cannot talk to Oda and Iris there with her. Which means if we do go there, she's not there. And so I'm not going to look at the flowchart to figure out, because I don't... like, for my first route on any of these type of games, I don't want to look at any flowchart to just know when a choice was actually made or not. But it sounds like it could be there, which means part of me thinks I'm going to die here. About Renju. I've been looking after that guy since high school. Oh, so now you're a lot more talkative. That makes me even more worried. Item helped me with a lot of work, but now it's kind of the opposite, you know? You're getting work from him. I mean, he's dead. Well, we were. Part of me thinks that, like, they were not involved with his death. The usual. If the town is obviously kind of in trouble or something. That is concerning. He paid good money. I've never even gotten an argument with the guy. About Shoko. Because there's no point in hiding it now. I lied earlier when I said I didn't know her. I mean, I could have guessed that. Fraud scheme Shoko was organizing. Whenever any wise-ass investor gave her trouble, we handled it. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras. Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before? Branch of the Ujisaki family. It runs a yearly golf tournament, mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. I mean, to be fair, you could be threatening the hotel. The hotel's regular guest does list the Kurakura members. They were also... okay, never mind. They were... And plus, I don't think... if they were giving... if he was giving good pay and they weren't arguing and all that, which I don't believe at this point they would have any reason to lie about. Well, they would have reason to lie about the killing, but not about stuff like that. They would just say, yeah, I knew him, he gave us work, but not stuff like that. I heard that the former head of the Kamakuras committed suicide last year. What's it to you? Nothing. I just want to talk about it. He was your older brother. He was my big brother in this organization. My brother. 6 years got sick in the head. Shout out, like... shout so much Twitch just not being able to do anything about these messages. That's 2 people. Like, back to back, just immediately sending. I'm glad I got rid of the Twitch set there for a second. Just immediately, like, getting, like, nice. Shout out Twitch not being able to do anything about it. Even though it's the same link every single time in every single stream. It's so cool. This thing in the head got sent to a special hospital. And actually, because I'm his brother next to one, I'm the successor. That's all I gotta say. Was he the Cyclops killer? I mean, if he was sick in the head, he was doing some stuff. What are you doing here? I've had a relationship with the Kamakura since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business. The congressman meeting of Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that? Imagine my public image would be dragged through the mud. Just they have done stuff illegal for me. If you want to accuse me of wrongdoings, then by all means. Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before? I went to work, then went home. Always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them. I'm about to say, like, that'd be an unreliable testimony. About Renju. President of Lemon Skate. We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times to do work. Yeah, like... I guess there'd have to be a mutual work through this company. Or I guess, like, through this, like, Yakuza business. Party hosted by some company or another. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull, so they have some young woman from entertainment office attend. I don't remember what we spoke about. What about Shoko? introduced me to her.
単に酒の
Grab a drink, shook her, stopped by to say hello.
何を話したでもない。
くそ、しらばっくれやがって。
だって
I have determined that these individuals in the further ad, even if they're involved, they'll not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward.
今のところ
The moment Oda presents our best opportunity,
ああ、もうまあ、それから瀬島
I'm gonna call it a day.
話を
Come by soon.
なんだろう。
さあ、
了解だ
Okay, I thought I was gonna have like Mizuki here with me if I went here. Unless this is still part of like a branching route, and now I'm going over here for something different. But why Oda? I don't want to talk to him.
それにしても怪しいな。
What is? Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras, there's definitely something going on. I mean, yeah. The question is it connected to this case is what you have to figure out.
だが第二サイクロ事件
I'm about to say, that's a problem for another day, not now. Like, now we have, like, I would say serial killings involving torturing people, removing their eyes while they're alive and stuff like that. Corruption, very, very bad. Very bad. I feel like serial killings might need to be addressed first, to be honest, though.
少し調べて
We
み
need to do further investigation. Oh, hi. Last time you were my steering wheel, I prefer you like this. Roar like a lion, scream like a little girl, warn carefully. I don't know which one would be funnier. I kinda, let me save real quick. I'm just gonna do the scream like a little girl one and see what happens. Scream like a little girl. What? I mean, I don't know what I expected.
まさか、なんか
So shiny.
バカ私
イワシ？
イワシじゃない
I don't think you'll get Renja.
わらさ？
Let's meet boss.
魚から離れ
もしかして触ら
てめえ少し
It must have increased your dose. What do you mean my dosage?
相棒だ。
Alright, let me head back to the other options. How do I load? Unsaved data will be lost. I guess I have to just hit load game and go from there. I guess I'm gonna find out if that's like a previously on thing. Okay, it is just kind of like a previously on. I wish there was a way to like fast forward this. I just did this. I just played it. Hi there. Alright, let's go see if the bots are out of the Twitch chat. It looks like they are. Okay. Let's do, I don't know which one would be better, to be honest. I wish I could like see her over there, like kind of like you could Mizuki. You know what? I'll just do who are you? Who are you? Okay, it's the same one. Okay.
私イワシじゃ
じゃあ、
だから
わらさ？
魚から
もしかして触って
少し
なんだ？
I'm still curious on what Aiba keeps meaning by dosage. Like, she's brought that up a few
どうし
times.
てそこにいる？
Right here, looking like that. I just thought I'd project myself. You seem lonely.
お前の左の視界
I'm overlaying the image in your left eye, processing augmented reality. Can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
勝手に人の視界に割り込んでくんなよ。
I mean, I guess she can.
まあいいじゃないか
I was gonna say, like, she kind of does that a lot. I'll ask about the appearance. I want
そうい
to.
えば今の
It kind of like do when you're in the Somnium. What's that about? What do you
今
mean?
まではそんな見た目じゃなかっただろ？ソムニウムで
You have a Somnium form in another form?
これのことか
そうなのに
Why are you doing this now?
夜中に暇だったから作っ
あ？
お前が喜ぶん
I
じゃない
mean,
かと思って
I'm for it personally.
喜ばねえよ。
Stop hating.
そうか
I did tend to shave
だった
myself.
ら変更してくれ。
断る
なんで？
なんでもだ
This is just. I'm not gonna keep going down that line. Date's gonna make me upset. So and Moma are suspicious.
さっきも言ったが
I said earlier, completely agree that they're suspicious, but there's not.
第二サイクロ
That's
事
the
件に
big
関わってい
thing
る
is that
かどうかは
they're suspicious, I think, in corruption and stuff like that. And unless we can prove that this murder spree has any connection to him, that's a whole separate problem. That's true, we have no established motive. The victims were displayed tied to a horse hung from the ceiling. Now if that's taken out, we still don't know why. Like, that's possible, but that's also just a theory. Giving on display this morning. That fit the curtain. Like, I feel like there'd be more sign that it's a... Because I always said I think it's a message to be sent, but I don't think it's a Yakuza type of message. How is so related to the computers? Other than that, unfortunately, I not find anything in our database that connected to. However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Gossip or sure, I'm always down for a good conspiracy theory. Mr. Sejima currently resides in... I don't have her. Azabu. It was in a mansion. Restored... 20 years ago. So Sejima lived elsewhere in the Kawasaki district. He lived there until he was 40 years old. Maybe he caused the incident that caused the stuff to happen. He's working with the Yakuza to cover it up. That is valued about 30 billion yen. Okay, that's a huge... I have to look that one up even more. 30... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... That would be... How much... Okay, I need... This website needs more zeros. $187 million, roughly. Jeez, that is a lot. That's a lot of money, I would say. 6 months later, the incident. Very suspiciously timed. This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area, and of course, when prices fell drastically less than 1/30th the original value. Well, did he buy it back afterward? If he bought it back afterward, that's even more suspicious. Southern Atlanta just 6 months before. There's another interesting fact. Oh, okay, so he did purchase it back. And so he was probably working with the Yakuza on that, to be honest. You know, like that, doing like a scheme like that. He's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land. Despite the horrific accident, the Shijima family is no worse off. To make money? It's not like he got money. That would be true, but there's more to the story. There's another important fact. As the land prices in Kawasaki region crashed. Oh. Come on. The conversation was getting good. This is Special Agent. You're investigating Shoko Nanami. There's something they need to hear. Got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu prison. We saved the call. What's the audio? In here, I'm known as number 89. You know, and if you let me out of here, I'll tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. Well, how do we know that the thing is reliable? He will kill again, you know, and he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There'll be more bodies. If you want to stop the serial killer, just take my offer. Do you have proof that it's... However, we got the call yesterday afternoon before Reggie was killed, in other words. But the thing is, he might have just been singing and got lucky. Like, he might have said there will be more killings, fully expecting there to be another killer, because if you... that is not a... Like what happened to Shoko was not a heat of the moment thing. That was not a, like, emotional thing. That was pre-planned and done and everything to send a message. So it's very likely that there would most likely be another thing. What? Guess I'm going to prison. Do you think there's anything to this? There might be. I don't personally think so. I think he could have just gotten lucky. There's no way to prove that he's telling the truth. Like, we could make a deal, like a signed deal, that if you are right, you will get a severe sentence reduction. However, if you're wrong, you're in big trouble. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, well, I wonder why. Just found a line, the corpse at Boom Park, that was Renji's ex-wife. Yes. Yes. And her own father.
なのに僕は
I mean, you can't do much. Yeah, you. I can't. I'm not blaming you for that part. Whatever. I cannot fault you for that. I can fault you for leaving in the first place, but not.
殺されたのが灘美翔子って人だったのだから
I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother.
僕
I need to sit up just a tad. Starting to slouch a bit.
本当にごめん
Tell her that you're sorry. I mean, if only I didn't send her home after the bar, then you could have. Like I said, he was not lying about the description of the receptionist. Where's Iris? Yeah, Ace. She's recording a podcast in the underground studio. If you need her right away, I can track. I'm very curious on what she'll say. I am personally not interested, but if you want to get food, some an alpha type thing. Why are you judging Noda? There's one other thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian. No. There's to be shapeshifters that take on human form. You really fell for that? Yes, a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here buying this. You should be an idol. Hey, never. Don't let your dreams be dreams. What was Oda? What's wrong with your reaction? Oda, why were you like? Come on, man. About Renju's case.
No.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple times. He's a current body type. He's lying through his teeth. You want me to tell Iris your secret, do you? Why does Oda's voice actor sound familiar when he does that voice? I already know that's gonna bum me a bit. I'm just gonna look it up now before I forget. Like, that's gonna bum me. I'm just gonna have to be very careful. Oda voice actor AI Somnium Files. I need to make sure I don't look up like anything else about him. Like, and get spoiled. Where do I know her from? I don't. Damien from Spy Fam. That would do it. Like, that would definitely do it, actually. Yeah, that's right. That's the voice. Yeah, now I'm putting, like, the face of the voice. Yeah, that does just match up, like, exactly what I was hearing. Like, that inflection that he did. Or I guess that's she did, because it's a her voice actor, but you guys know. Start talking. Last night I was walking over Sunfish Pocket. I saw Renju come out of the building. Why would you? What reason do you have to lie about this? Oh. Why would you even? You have no reason. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out. Okay, that makes things a bit complicated. There's no point in hiding it. She came to the building of Tessa. I mean, the fact of the matter is that they would have had to go back there in the first place. I don't know if she'd be able. Well, we know actually how much the other person would have to weigh. It would have to be around, like, what was it, 150 something pounds, in order for the math to math up. And I don't think she weighs that much. Idols don't kill people. Oh. I was trying to think of an example. I don't have one on top of my head. You need to stop putting her on a pedestal. I can understand this. About Mizuki.
特にお前に対して怒っている様子はなかったぞ。
To be fair, the reason she didn't probably seem angry as well is because she was going through a whole lot of emotions.
そっか。
He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain.
そうだ。水木とは取り調べ。
You're sick.
取り調べ的なやつって言い方。
How was questioning sounding? I was questioning her. How is that dirty?
僕のラノベだったら絶対に無夫婦なイベントだもん。
I don't get it. Also, I like this background music a lot.
お前。
Yeah. What kind? Where have you been? I was just chilling here. Still my normal routine. I mean, wake up, come here. Went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen and churros, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. I wish we could have PC cafes here in the States. Not gonna lie. I know why they don't do them. Like it would. It's kind of like public transportation here. Like a lot of public transportation is not a. It's not a nice place. A lot of them, but it would be really nice if we could have them. I'm not gonna lie. Like they sound. I want to go to a PC cafe if I ever head to Japan. I guess PC cafe. I think that I know. I'm pretty sure there's PC cafes also in Korea. I'm trying to think. I don't know where all places PC cafes are popular, but those are the only two. Those are the two places on top of my head. I imagine probably also. I don't know. I imagine it's a thing. Pretty much, I guess, in a lot of places outside the States. I think about it. I haven't had a normal day in my life. I mean, if there was PC cafe, that would be a normal day for me. First time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block, and I saw this awful negativity online, and you sound like a professional, though. He has a public. Yeah, like. I mean, you have rough drafts, but you're like Brian Griffin. You're just writing the same thing over and over. But I found a test of singing and dancing and made me realize something important. That is true. That might be true. I don't know. So you need to publish something. You gotta do some. You gotta let it out to the world. After that, I became a huge ASAP fan and got over my writer's block. Well, Taku let me say the test is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. I kind of want her to do it, just to see how Oda would react. Not particularly. I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find she's totally innocent. Do it for Iris. Okay, this is gonna be the important. Okay, so it was like a while before this stuff happened. Where'd they go? They got into Render's car and drove off. That part's curious. The entire place being like reserved is. What happened? Hi. When did you get here? I mean, I still get Oda's like stuff. I'm not. I get it. Did you kill someone? If you did, I wouldn't mind. But I'm just asking because I kind of want to know. But like, I wouldn't judge. Like, in fact, arguably, I think it would raise your image like a bit more, in my opinion. But I think I'm in a minority in that aspect. I don't know if the boss would agree with me, but I'm gonna ask you some questions. You do have the right to remain silent. Well, you're a suspect, but alright. I guess. Yep. What's your alibi for last night? From 7 to 9 last night. I was at home the whole time. Sure. So we just got we're playing. I do need to play LA Noire, but like we're pretty much playing LA Noire right now. So it must she could be a natural liar. Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If our story is true, she couldn't have done it. Even if I was at home, she could have killed Renju and had someone else dispose of it. Can I ask your mother about your alibi? Are you sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday? Can I ask your mother about your alibi? There'd be no point. Why? My mom wasn't home. Wait, hold up. Now I think about it. We did see the vision of her mom being dead with someone looking over her. So she wasn't home. Either she might be... It could be the person that we saw in that vision's the killer. By the way, the game story's somewhat good, but then it turns out to be shit. I mean, at least it'll be if it turns out to be shit, at least it'll be an interesting time. I've been like liking it a lot so far, to be honest. Like, also, I hope things been well for you. Think it's been a minute, but I'm trying to think right now on who I recognize the person that I saw in the dream. I'm trying to remember not dream, but the first vision that we had, where we saw her mother dead. And yeah, the person that she said is the guy, I'm gonna believe that he was the killer. She came back home early this morning. She might be connected to the killings. That's my theory. Given I did originally think Renju was the killer, and then Renju got strung up like a fish. And so unless he did that to himself, which he would have to be that's beyond psychopathy. I don't know what you would call it, but it goes above and beyond just even that. Then he most likely didn't do that. I don't know. You don't know. Our mom had connections to Renju too. Tomi did mention that. So I wonder, she might know about the whole... Actually, I do wonder if she knows about the whole Yakuza connection. We know each other for 20 years. And then the linker to the case. What was Tomi doing last night? When did you find out Renju was killed? This morning on the news. I mean, what could she offer outside I was, there with him? Like, I don't know if I would call the police over that. Like, hey, I was with him, because I wouldn't have any new information to add to them. I had a podcast record this morning. If I went to the police, I'd be late. She's busy. Is Oda's story true? Yesterday around 6:15, you and Renju came out of Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true? So that's the same thing he kind of told Mizuki to get her to go to that, like, carnival area, like the merry-go-round. Around 5 p.m. I think. Got ready to head over there. So this all just adds up. Like, is there a reason he called you out there? He rents out Sunfish Pipe for a party and wanted me to MC. And they did mention the entire place was rented out, but it doesn't sound like that party happened. I'm kind of surprised. Because you're just an internet idol. I can understand that hesitancy. After you turn, I imagine she just went home after turning him down, to be honest. At 6:15, that must have been Orosami. I mean, I wonder if it's a thing like whoever he was supposed to be, like one of the important people at the club that he, not that club, one of the important people where he rented it out, the entire place, like if one of the people strung him up.
その後
沖浦さんに車で家まで送ってもらいました。着いたのは
I got home at 7, I was home the rest of the night.
どうも
I think that all adds up.
ところ特に矛盾はない。
Yeah, there's no contradiction there.
理路整然としすぎているような気もする。
What do you mean too organized? It sounds very simple. Like, it's not like she like made up a whole elaborate thing and it's very organized in that. She just simply said, I went over there, I said no, and I went home after we got done eating. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact time leads me to... Well, the thing is, it wasn't exact, like... Because she said at 5, and then the phone call was at 4:58, so it could just be rough estimates.
確かに
That's true. You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
散歩系でバイトしてたそうだな。
はい。
期間は
1年と
A little over a year.
それだけ働いてたら
Probably familiar with the equipment. About the surveillance camera.
監視カメラについてはどうだ
I just want to know how it was wiped. Like, that's the part that's concerning me, is that whoever did it had to have enough influence to be able to get it wiped or enough
どこに
know-how.
保存されてるのか
何が言いたいんですか
We're trying to say... Someone knew how to clear him. I was just asking if he knew how to do it. Boss, are you gonna ask anything? You're just gonna keep looking.
やっぱり私
Boss, I know you're also hiding some stuff about the case. Like, I'm not gonna forget that we do need to have some conversation about the old Cyclops case, because I'm pretty sure that involves my eye. But
そういうわけじゃ
like, we'll save that for later.
です
I mean, you are a suspect,
昨
I'd
日私
say.
が沖浦さんと会ったこと
I wouldn't say a huge one, but you are a suspect. If I just like let it go, will he pace like fully around it? Like, does he have a slow walk around it? I guess I am in first person, so
こ
I
んなこ
wouldn't
と言う
know.
のもなんですけど
How do I put this?
私には
It's possible that I'm the killer.
だって
Why?
私女性ですよ
I just think it doesn't, like, the reason I think it's impossible that she's the killer is we know the weight for the elevator, and it was 310 pounds, and he weighed 158, and I'm gonna be honest, Iris, I'm pretty sure with almost 100% certainty that she's not 150 something pounds.
沖浦
I'm gonna be
さん
real.
見えて意外とがっしりと
Fully romantic, and also it was strangulation, and so I'm pretty sure if she was the one doing it, he would have a good shot of breaking free.
視察や毒殺
Like who could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him, but strangling
必ずしも
still possible. You see. Oh, this is new. We haven't done this stuff before. How does? Oh,
沖浦の体内からは
I pressed right on the D-pad to like see if I could like show more, but apparently that just meant show as in like present this evidence. Concentration sedatives were discovered. Randy was practically in a coma before he died. He would have
考
struggled.
察は可能だったと
I guess, yeah, if it was in the food.
待ってください仮に殺
Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is
それ
impossible.
以外とは
例えば
Like hang up his body.
どうして知ってる
How do you know that?
そりゃ知ってますよ
What do you
ニュース
mean?
で大々的に報道されてますし
確かにそうね沖浦の体重は72キロ
So, and we're not going to go with the boss for using exact. Her story, the boss's story seems a bit too
こ
exact
の子が全
herself.
体重をかけても引っ張り上げるのは無理なんじゃないかしら
Well, to the pulley system.
まあそうだな自分の腕
It'd be
力
hard for her to do with her strength alone, but with a little ingenuity, it could be done. I'm starting to be gaslit. Part of me is starting to think that she's the killer. Like they're starting. What would it be? I guess. Look, no drum. Empty it. That wouldn't be it. I think. Weighs 160. Discover hanging from a beam. Is found over the counter. The wire attached. I'm guessing it's gonna be this. Is my guess.
手順はこうだ
It went like
ま
this.
ず沖浦の下
First ranger was laid out on the counter.
次に針の
The wire storm and the beam connected to the hook in his jaw.
カウンターの上に3つのビール
女の子が
Well, it's a stretch. She could, but I'm sure it's hard. The keg's weigh 55 pounds. It's not impossible.
不可能。
で、自分自
On
身
top of the counter, at the other end of the wires to the kegs.
を蹴落としたらどうなるか。
樽は3つで75キロ。
I can't tell if like, I can't tell if I'm being gaslit here or if she actually did it and I'm just in denial.
体重は72キロ。
Weighs 5 pounds less. Guess that'll make it possible.
じゃあついでにもう一ついい？現場や死体の
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Ranger was cut elsewhere and brought to where we found him.
犯人なら
How she made the body?
分かってる。あなた72キロの物体をあの店まで運ぶなんて。
I mean, that one would be the easiest to explain if like a dolly.
どうやって？
Wait, hold up. Well, let me look. The autopsy, vacate the bowels, means how likely he was moved. Was it the oil drum? 200 liters that weighs about 400. Did she stuff him in an oil drum and like roll him there? And that, well, that would be why his watch would be there. What's the elevator record again? The elevator stopped on the second floor at 8:55. The total weight, 310 pounds. So if it weighed 44 pounds empty, plus is 160. That would, let's just say, roughly be 200 pounds. And her being 110, roughly, it would make sense. And so, I guess part of me feels like I'm being gaslit into thinking it. And part of me is thinking I'm in just denial that she actually did it, and that's plainly obvious. But I need more to support my theory. Oh. That's the discovery. How the culprit managed to move, where he was murdered. It's true that Ranger was killed somewhere else and brought after determining the transportation method. Would it be the... Okay, so it'd be... Okay, so I see. There's no health thing. It just simply does it. Also, I find it funny that the watch was one of the last things I tried, even though, like I said, oh, that would explain why the watch was there. Do you know what this is? This is a watch. The discovery said an empty oil drum.
伊達君、そういう大事なことはちゃんと報告してくれないと。
だからなんだって言うんですか？
You could have stuffed him in an oil drum and rolled him. So then when we started moving body food was in a cylinder, you would just have to roll it.
沖浦の死体はドラム缶に。
Well, then the question is, when someone see, like, when someone sees someone kicking an oil drum down the street, even if it is like at 8-ish p.m., I feel like that would still stick out, especially if it's an idol. But the suspect didn't notice it. I'm not saying anything for sure. Just point out that's possible. I personally want to believe, and I wouldn't. It wouldn't change my opinion of you if you did it, to be honest, but I don't even have any witnesses. If I were rolling an old drum in the middle, that's what I'm saying. Could have put in a car and driven it. Well, I don't, that part, if you killed someone, I don't think a license matters, to be honest. I feel like it's like saying, you know, we're environmentally friendly murderers and stuff like that. Doesn't mean you can't drive. If an AI can drive it, let's not go too far. I'm personally not. I would never mock you. I'm going crazy, Iris. Ignore me. I'm really conflicted right now. I'm very conflicted right now, actually. Alright, so we about 105. That... Hold up. I'm gonna do some math real quick. I'm pulling out the calculator. So I knew it was, what was it? 310 minus 158 minus 44. That would be 108. And so that's Things ain't looking too good. Where's this coming from? Funny way, more or less. It's none of your business. Yeah. Told Trump that was used to transport the corpse, and the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely. Because the elevator records. So if we can buy the elevator records with his weight, with the oil drum, that would mean they would have to be about 108 pounds.
2階です。
そうだな。そこでエレベーターの運転記録を調べてみた。昨日の午後6時。
The corpse discovered the elevator only stopped on the second floor at 8:55. So yeah, if it was about, that would mean they're anywhere from 100 to 110 pounds. Well, I thought he weighed 158, and he weighs around 160. So trying that from 310.
これは困ったことになったわね。
そんな、なんで。
もちろん。
Which obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. Yeah, like that's that's just a common thing. Like, I feel like that's a lot of people at a certain height. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent up the stairs, throw off the trail. However, everything does currently point to you. Don't turn around. What is? Why do I have to keep looking at the wall? There's several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed. Okay, let's look at this. What am I? I'm gonna. Can I can't just look at the boss. I can't just talk to the boss right here, even though like wait, the boss is staying in the corner. I find it funny. I can't just talk to the boss right now. Let me see. Anything you want to say? I was gonna say, but not now. I do find it funny. I can't just do that. Fishing around. Is she like when you confirm something? Yeah, her hands look like they're pressing up on the table underneath it. We can't tell from, I mean, probably with the mirror. Can I zoom in on the mirror? I mean, I know I could zoom, but can I zoom inside the zoom? Okay, this does not look good for you. Is that... Is that Oda she's texting? Also, why do we allow her to keep her phone in here? I feel like that... I feel like we shouldn't be allowing like her to have her phone in here, period. P-sync with her? That's a scary thought. Also, how do you convince her to do this? Hey, we're gonna... Okay, we sedated her so she doesn't see this. I was about to say, like, how do we convince her? Okay, we think you're a suspect, we're gonna put you in the mind-blending machine. I wish I was able to, like, read the text and all that stuff. I couldn't stop to read the text and everything. Like, I think I read most of it on, like, don't worry, I won't say a thing and stuff like that. Part of me holds out hope that she didn't actually do it and that she's involved in whatever deep state conspiracy is currently going on behind the scenes. But it doesn't look good. Am I in a warehouse? What am I even supposed to investigate here? There's nothing here. The windows? Or is this place?
随分と寂れ
It's
た場所だ
depressing. How is this related?
だが関係があるからこうし
イリスのやつ何を隠してる
I'm hiding a CRT TV, which I still want one. I still really want one.
ソムニウムスキャン開始
Until like one. So the windows are somehow connected to this. Okay. And the open air is. Maybe this is. Maybe she witnessed him getting killed? A mysterious room, videos, and strange device. You may be able to find the truth. That's my guess, is that. Look at the blood, watch the murder. I'm gonna watch CRT TV. I love how I could just, oh, if I could just hit it. Spin the dial, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna watch the murder happen. That'll answer, I guess, my questions about who did it. Never mind, it won't answer it. Oh, wait, is this? That's the original... That's one of the original Cyclops victims. What is this video? It's difficult to believe, but this is the face of the victims, the original Cyclops. That raises some questions. Alright, so we saw the murder video now, but well, this is weird, her being connected to the original Cyclops murders. That's, if you picked up a time of negative effect, negative time can multiply time or force you to use them. If you pick one up, be careful. Let's go to a torso of a head. It's just considered called, what would you call it? Probably not a mannequin, but... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. But nothing special. You need to do some training. Alright, let's try this again. And then let me use this. And considering they did the strangulation, let me do choke and see what happens. Something's happened to my camera at the very least. Oh, and then there's the... even my consciousness being affected. While I was unconscious, the room changed. Well, now we have the jar there. I'm tired, but no choice. I strangled the body. Medicine bottle. Oh, operating table. An operating table. Perform surgery or investigate. Let me look at this first. Try about to hold some kind of liquid. Chugging? Yeah. Let's investigate first, I guess. There's no label gonna determine what is inside. Should not touch if you don't know what it is. Even the somnium, something should not be done. Operating table. I guess let's it's a scary thought, but performing surgery, I guess? Who you intend to operate on? Can you just pretend to do it? I mean, we could bring one of those mannequins over. It has the longest amount of time, which is why I think it's the right way to do it. Oh, she's getting into it. Her acting abilities are top-notch. Nothing happening, how disappointing. Actually, should ban that line of thinking. Okay, so it did nothing. I got tricked. Oh, I'm forced to use it next. This is tough. A full body mirror. This one gives me a 1/4 time and a cost of 110 seconds. Can you talk? No need to, there's no need to say that. Twice. Okay, so I think I'm getting close to failing this. I have less than 2 minutes, I guess. Let me use this to investigate and get that 1/4. Fabric used to be used. Surgery or worse. So I have 2 1/4s. Let me punch. It only takes 6 seconds, but just punch it. There's the okay, so nothing happened. I'm wasting all my time. Screw 1/7 time. Screw it. Smell it. A syrupy smell like sweet almonds. If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin. Reacts violently upon a light impact. It means mixed to lower sensitivity. What does it mean mixed with? It's best if you're not disturbed this for now. Alright, and so it's an operate. I guess I guess sleep. I don't know if I'm gonna have time left. Does it feel awful? Am I gonna be killed? Ran out of things to do. There's a TV over here. Can I do anything with that? Oh, television. I guess I was supposed to probably do something here first. Turn the dial again. It looks. I don't think I'm passing the Somnium. I wonder if the color of the person. Oh, jeez, he is still going. I wonder if the color means anything because the blue person. I wonder if it's linked to the blue person that like Mitsuki saw in her Somnium, or if it's just a coincidence. What is going on? Alright, so something to do with the first Cyclops. Well, here's the problem: is were all those like worthless? I got 30 seconds. Torso. Let me. I think I'm just gonna have to hit retry. Lot 2. Return to this chat point. Yes. And so I did not recognize the TV over here. Let me just grab the TV and well, let me get a. Let me get like a 1. I'll take this 30 for a 1/6. I don't know how to speed these up to like skip past them. Like since I've already seen this, I need to sit up real quick. I've been sloshing a bit. All right. I also did not realize there was doors over there, but I'm gonna just go look over here. And then use the 1/6 to turn the dial, because that'll make that only 6 seconds and give me a 1/6. And see, I can't skip this. I just have to watch the beating again. Oh, jeez. I really just want to know how Iris is connected to all this. Because it's in her Somnium. The old drum shelf and another torso have been added. Alright, let's go to the shelf. Only a shelf. pull or push. I'm gonna save it just so I can get those time stuff. Oh, well, he's done everything by choking. So probably just do choke again. Yeah, bad taste. Just do it. Because that's how it worked the last time. Never mind. Do you wish to continue? No, we're done with the choking. What about punching it? Because that's how it was done in the last, I guess, in this case. There's no effect on your body. Hit my soul hard enough. A television old book appeared. My character's crit will be over soon. And so I'm wondering if I'm just supposed to match what happens to the mannequin with it. Like, did another TV get added by any chance? Worn out reference book. This is a theme book. Read it. It's not been well preserved. Most ink is faded. It's probably a book on. Why does that make you happy? I know you love bugs. I did not know that. I never shot insects in the read the book so often or it's worn out. I got 140 seconds left. Oh, yeah, TV. An old-fashioned TV. Churn the dial. Oh. That, and part of me thinks that the person in the red is Iris. And the person in the blue is the same blue that we saw in the Mizuki case. That was the third victim in the original. It's possible that she saw it on my TV. Direct evidence for now must continue investigating. Well, where is it? This, these lockers opened up. Peek, listen. Can we even open this? Oh. That was close. More important. Well, I forgot what type. What is it, like Rube Goldberg machine or something like that? I don't know exactly what it's like. Those are called. I think that's close. But why here? Oh, so we got time to just be watching it go go down. Wait, when? There's a lot going on here. This is one fancy contraction. Like, there's no way this being planned to that extent to even predict the launch trajectory of that mannequin. It's kind of impressive, not gonna lie. But to be fair, this is a dream at the end of the day, and so. It's still going. It is still going. I don't even know where to begin. That is. Oh, that's not even paper over. That was just it. There's a face in there. Who? I'm trying to see the face, but there's like a thing blocking it. There's a lot in the process here. I don't even know where to begin with that, to be honest. What happened in that song? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't got an answer for you. Saw it too. Full murder woman or without the victims, the original Cyclops. That means the murders that occurred. Those memory frames that. That means the person who killed them was. There's a lot that needs to be processed right now. That would explain why they wouldn't want to tell me. There is I couldn't see a go get the face with a lock over it, but huh. Can I not ask about that? Did I tell you the entire case? How many times you ask, I won't tell you anything. Appeared 6 years ago, lost my memories. There has to be some kind of connection. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second anymore. Can't dream of something you don't know nothing about. Iris must know about the killings. But she had to witness multiple of them. What I saw during the original piecing earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right? So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer. I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was. I mean, I don't have memories of it. And that'd be why it'd be wiped. Kind of a cruel taste joke, to be honest. You can't be the Cyclops. Why? If I was good at my job, you might overlook it if you wiped my memories. And also, that explained why Aiba keeps saying that I'm drugged. Yeah? We saw the Simon was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that anymore. I don't trust any of y'all anymore. I don't trust myself even. So the original and the new Cyclops still killing. Culprit is not the same. And that's how they would know for the fact that it couldn't be the same. But that's how they would be able to just know, hey, you can trust us on this because it's not you, therefore it's not the thing. Remember the boss said this morning? Yeah. They paid a lip service to the idea that the investigation was in reality was dropped completely. Everything would add up if, you know, I am the killer. Then I always experience the same expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even impressive conscious ones. When using the piecing machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. Subconsciously want to express their dark secrets to impress. That's why we see them so often. We cannot control the content of our dreams after all. I mean, there is the lucid dreaming stuff and whatnot. Dream D equals memory A plus okay. So the dream is a result of the fiction is a result of the truth. Well, I said it first, Peter. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events. The red figure from the piecing. I'm pretty sure that's probably her.
つは一体
Who was he?
さ
I wouldn't know. Well, it might not actually be her, because then she might... Because let's say if she witnessed the crime that we are the killer, she would be freaked the hell out, like, of us.
ピュータ
So the memories have reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
ご記憶というのは
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones.
分解すれ
If you
ば
disassemble those pieces, you'll
じ
find
ゃあ
real
映
events.
画やテレビで見たものは
Things that seem... The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we see, and we cannot invent something from cloth. I don't want anything from speaking of Boston Peter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Peter shook me
だって
through my
さ
thoughts.
そろそろイリスが目覚めそうです
分かった
Well, the thing is, we didn't really learn anything that cleared her of the current killings. We just have a lot more questions
なあイリス
about that dream earlier.
夢
I guess she wouldn't know.
だってイリスシンク中
So did the piece that does not experience somnia in the way that you do.
じゃあ6年前の第一サイクロプス事件に
サイクロプスあ
I remember hearing on the news, but I just don't remember anything specific.
殺害現場の近くにいたとか
ありませんあるわけないじゃないですか
だが
Man,
夢とは
dreams are pieced together from memories you repress it. They might, I imagine those might be repressed memories if you're seeing that
人は
going
記憶に
on.
ないものを夢に見ることはないわ。
Like, that... I think that is a classic example of what would be a repressed memory. Should take Iris home,
不十分ってやつです
dive
よ
evidence to hold her, even the sun. We found stuff. We didn't find anything that incriminated her,
彼女を留めておくことが
but we found stuff.
どうやら
You
下
can't
が
con. I mean, I can't. I could tell her to go take the bus. I'm not mean. I would do it for Iris.
伊達さん
Can we make a stop first?
小金横丁にあるマーブルってお店です
Wait,
お
what?
前マーブルを知って
Why do you want to go to Marvel?
ええ沖浦さんに連れて行ってもらって
だが
Why do you want to go? There's something I want to talk
ダ
about.
メなのか
Can't talk here.
落ち着いたところでゆっくりと話したいんです
Fair.
どうする
What?
特に断る
There's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason to
聞
refuse.
きたいことが山ほどある
Well, who knows? Maybe like a couple of drinks, and then we'll finally find out. Like if she slips up, and she won't be lying. She's saying a non-message to someone. I was curious. I mean, to be fair, you might want to ask questions about those non-messages that you did read. Like, I feel like those are some questions that also need to be answered. On what all were those messages about? Like, there is, I feel like, enough to hold her. To be honest, like there is a lot of evidence that points that she is at least a, you know, she's a suspect. I didn't see Mama anywhere. What are you doing? I mean, to be fair, she might have messaged him. Because I did think the messages were for him. I don't want to talk to you. I really don't. You caught Oda here?
いえ別に呼んだ
That
わけじゃ
okay, that makes this creepy.
ウォータンが
Just show up on his own. Why are you here?
さっき
I was down with Tessa earlier. So she was going to Marble, so
会いに行こうって思ってお店に来たらなんだ心配だったんだよアセトンちゃんのこと
I don't. Why are you here?
誤認逮捕される寸前だったんだ
Come on, man. Yeah, isn't your phone supposed to be
秋葉
broken?
で新しいのを買ったんだ前のやつは水
I
没
think they want to
さ
try
せ
in
た
that puddle. Do you know where Mama is?
ああさっき出て行ったよなんか知り合いのお店にヘルプを頼まれたとか言ってすぐ戻ってくるから留守番よろしくねって
お前ママと知り合いなのか
That.
うん全然
I mean, she seemed like a very like trusting person. Also, I feel like you instantly know you don't want to piss her off. I'm particularly surprised. I'm always depend on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened up Marble. What was that thing about?
オータちょうどいい
I want to ask you something, Oda. It's about a now message you sent Iris.
僕は絶
It
対
gives me a lot of stuff. They're gonna think I did it. Stay calm. Won't tell anyone about that thing. Not even if they torture me. Don't worry. Okay, so it was him.
口が裂け
Said
て
you stay quiet no matter what.
あのことってなんだ
それは
例のトゥビッターの件バラ。
ああ、もう分かったよ。言えばいいんだろ。
What's that thing? But before I tell you who's that,
ドア
I'm about to be knocked down, aren't I?
外に誰か立ってるみたいだよ。
I'm about to be knocked down. I'm afraid I knew it. I don't trust this dude. I don't trust this dude a lick. I don't like him at all. Well, I can tell just by looking at him. Some people you just know. I'm gonna beat his ass like a drum. Is what I'm gonna do. Well, especially because he also, by extension, took out Aiba, and that's just too far. Doing this to me pisses me off. Doing it to Aiba. Now we're gonna be fighting. Had us kill me. I felt some pain in my neck. Give me a few cents before he was or just mama.
気がついたみたいね。
I remembered everything. I don't want to look at that picture. Where's Oda?
オータって。
Well, I has to watch the bar.
私が帰って
He was already gone when I came back.
ただ伊達ちゃん
All I saw was you getting your abusive on the floor.
どうやらイリスを連れて出て
Okay, I'm glad you're okay. I was really afraid that jolt of electricity like broke you.
電源が落ちた
Power shut off due to the stun gun. I rebooted safe mode and now operational. What time is it?
そろそろ3時に
3 o'clock. Oh,
言うまでもないと
jeez. I mean, you were knocked out.
したわよ。
Never mind, but to say,
起
like,
きなかったんじゃない
you were not that cold. You might want to just have you
追い詰めたんだろう
rest.
と思ってその
酒のグラスなんてなかっただろ。
え？ってことは
Nah, I got tased.
あらやだ。
They're drinking straight out of the oh.
昔はよくボト
So
ル
the old days. The old days of like probably a year ago.
だってボ
The boss. I feel like this was an easy one to report.
伊達君、落ち着いて
This emergency, the killer.
映像を見て。アドレスは相棒。
イリス
Oh yeah, I'm killing Oda. I am killing Oda.
おい、
That's
犯人が映像をライブで配信してるの。
相棒、
the source.
江東区有明4
The Cure Fishery Cold Storage
いい
Warehouse.
から考えそれより一刻
When you get to the site, yeah. No, like if Oda didn't knock me out, this could have all been avoided. Let that be known.
あと何分で着く
It's our ETA.
現場まで
Session is far from here.
最速でも20分
20 minutes.
ふざけやがって
Wait, what the heck? What's the? Why is the Coca-Cola bear here? I don't know if I don't want to watch this. I don't want to press skip because I feel like there's gonna be something important here. But at the same time, like, okay, it's
オータ
it even more so that I think Oda did it. Even more so, I think he went over there, took off the bear costume. And once I see him in the frame together, I'm thinking it's Oda. No. There's no way he's fighting off like a murder like that. I can feel the sweat on my palms, the engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. How much time had passed, the feeling of time itself has disappeared. Alright, so I'm not gonna press skip just because I know there has to be something. Is he starting it back up? What happened?
おい
Did
嘘だろ
Oda just lose or something?
やめろやめろ
Unless Oda can somehow do something again. Unless I see them both in frame at the same time.
やめろ
Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh. I still think Oda did it. First of all, let me just get one thing straight. I still think Oda did it. On the other hand, I got no my soul is crushed. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just gonna let whatever cutscene plays right now. I got that. Fuck. Where are the other cars? That was a... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. Well, it looks like I might still be correct in my theory. You know, I mean, the killer could have shoved him in there, but I thought the killer still would have taken his eye. But I still do believe Oda is the killer. I still want to know why he's wearing the Coca-Cola bear thing. I mean, can you blame me? About to say, like, it's rare to see you this down. Like, can you blame me right now? Beating yourself up about seeing Iris to Marvel, not letting... I mean, yes, I knew it was bad, but... I mean, that's what I believe. The thing is his connections to the other people is the thing. But it's selfish love. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. Iris refused Oda, so Oda decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, and then killed himself. We never saw the bear and him in the frame at the exact same time. And so that's what makes me suspicious. I explained the other two murders. Iris let die was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko's. Those two murders were definitely executed by the same person. There's no way that's Oda. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, such as... He had no one... What about the polar bear costume? Why was he in the Coca-Cola bear costume? But in Murder Suicide was the plan the costume served no purpose. He had no incentive to kill Renju. It was thing like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because our agency prohibits it, making the President Renju the ultimate bad guy in his mind. Suzuki's Oda's close friend. Yes. If he's willing to, like, kill Iris, then I don't think Renju would be out of the picture. Shoko,
翔子と沖浦は
I can understand because he didn't know about this.
翔子を殺せば
They're trying to get at Renju by killing her.
二人はとっく
They've
に
been divorced for years. Oda knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju. Oda's behavior. But you never see him in frame at the same time. I'll skip it here. Oda showed himself on the stream. He's gonna kill Iris and himself while we do that. The only reason you would share yourself like that is to prove you weren't the
自分が
culprit.
犯人では
Oda and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit.
じゃあ
Maybe he
最初は
wasn't planning on dying at
シューティングスを殺
first.
した後で
Could Iris realize he could lube himself?
で
So he lies down on the workbench and turns the ice cutting machine on himself. I'll buy it.
私の方からも
There's some additional
捜査の報告
discrepancies.
書を確認しどうやら大手
Judging by the wound, Oda was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something
間違い
similar
ない
to the boss what Aiba found.
あその件なら私も知ってるわ
だったら
太田が自分
Oda
で
could
刺した
stab
の最初は
himself.
そうして
Maybe he
しま
thought
う
it
と思ったけど
would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he
も
moved
し
the
も
ice
そう
cutting.
なら現場に包丁が残ってるはずだが
海に捨てたのかも
ボス
That's a.
本気で言ってるのか
I still believe he did it, but now even y'all are
一度
stretching.
港に出て自分
Oda goes in the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse.
まあ本気じゃないけどね
It's hard to tell sometimes.
別
I
に
think
私
Oda was the
太田
culprit
が
from
犯
the
人
beginning.
今のはただ
I was playing devil's advocate for HQ.
うんほんとほんと
So what do you really
と
think
にかく
then?
太田は誰も殺してなんか自然に
Here's what I think happened.
アセトンちゃんは僕が
太
守る
田はイリス
I knew
がさらわれたことを知り
She rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
そいつを倒そう
He
と
tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened with blood. The culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine.
じゃあ犯人は一体誰なのよ
それが分かれ
犠牲者の数
We're
は
up to 4 victims, but Oda was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted. And then, yeah, he didn't have his eye pulled out. So there's a reason
す
for
ると
that, I
残るは
think.
3人翔子沖浦イリス
They're all connected to the
この三人の接点
agency.
接点
Connections.
被害者の接点をた
If
ど
you
れば
find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of
つまりそいつが
investigation.
今回のサイクロプスだと
わからないけど
That's a good start. Iris' mother had told me
確かに瞳と沖高校時代の
they were in high school, and she did say she met Shoko.
何がどう間違っ
I don't know if Iris might have had connection to the Yakuza,
今倉組とだが
but there's no connection to Iris. Never mind. It would have to be Mizuki, right?
犠牲者3人と
Strike connection,
沖浦は
Shoko and Renju,
もう一つが
good friends, but
だからこそ
so I can really,
そもそも
yeah. That's how I feel. Congressman,
世人熊倉組を
the connection between Renju and Shoko, but again, no link to Iris. Oda's mother, Yumi.
真由美はイリスのことを恨んでる当然
I don't know if she would do
そして
that.
何よりも
She would never harm her only son, will only kill me.
確かに俺は
I knew Renju and Shoko and Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed them.
もちろん証拠だ
No,
ってそうだ
nah, I knew about Shoko too. I remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago were missing, but I still have my memories of recent events.
自分で
I start doubting myself now.
一応フォローしといてやるか私は
I've been working with you for years.
お前
I know better than anyone that you're. But can an AI be used as testimony in court?
ボスいろいろと考えてみた
I
ん
need
だ
to sit up
どう
a
やら
bit.
俺が知
Other
ってる
people I know I
こと
can't
は
peg any of them as a
まだ手がかり
murder
が足りないって
and no leads to
だっ
pursue.
たら伊達君捜査を継続
Continue
し
your
て何が何
investigation.
でもホシ
Do
を
whatever
挙
it
げ
takes to get
殺
the
された彼
culprit.
らの
Justice for the
そうだ
victims.
な
I got a lot of places to go to. I guess let's go home first. I don't know if I've been inside like his residence at all. What I am gonna do here is save, first of all, and then I think that is a good place to call it for this stream and whatnot. That murder kind of took me by surprise, not gonna lie. The fact that it gave me an option to skip made me think that nothing really was gonna happen, and so it kind of took me by surprise, her getting done in like that, not gonna lie, that still has me a bit shook. I still am not fully buying Oda's innocence in it all, mainly because I just don't trust. I don't like Oda, and so he'll always be guilty in my mind, regardless on if he's innocent or not. And so, it looks like we might be the old Cyclops killer. That is a thing that is. I kind of want to know more about that. It's like, kind of even. Well, I want to know who killed Iris now more than the old stuff about that, because they did Iris in like that, and that's not going to sit well with me. That, like, Oda attacking Aiba, that upsets me, and them killing Iris, that very much upsets me. You cannot harm those two. The only way it could have been worse is if there was harm brought to Mizuki. Like, that's the only way it could have been worse. But no, it's been very interesting story so far. I'm curious on how the routes and all that are going to work, because I see a flow chart, and so I'm curious on how the cases. I'm assuming the case is going to have to be solved by multiple routes, so I'm curious on when that starts getting into play. But I guess that is something we will see next time. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, whatever it may be in the meantime. And I will see y'all in the next stream. And until then, take care, y'all.